As I glanced up at the skyscraper-tall prep school, I got angry all over again. It had been years since I'd attended English prep middle. My friends, and really I meant Christian, had replaced me by now. We were seniors. He probably didn't even remember me from middle school. Not true, and you know it. I surely remembered him. And I'd have been lying if I said there wasn't a teeny tiny part of me that longed for him to welcome me with open arms. I understood why it was crucial for me to be here at English prep. Anne pulled some major strings, and with the help of my stellar GPA, the headmaster allowed me in on a scholarship. I should have been behind everyone else here, because I'd been to 3 different high schools in the last 4 years. It would take me a little while to catch up, but school was literally the only thing I had. If I wanted any chance at surviving and getting the hell out of this town, this vulgar place, I needed to get a scholarship to attend a great college. I needed out. I had to make it out alive. I had to. How were Jill and Pete last night? They seem like a really nice couple. Did you sleep well? How does your uniform fit? I tried my best to get you the size you needed. It goes against HR policy for me to use my own money to pay for things for you, so I had to get everything from the headmaster. I continued to stare at Anne as I gulped more coffee down. She was talking a mile a minute, eyes darting all around. So, how was it? Do you like Jill and Pete? Did I like Jill and Pete? Anne had no idea how badly I wanted to say yes. She didn't even have an inkling as to how much I wished they were a nice couple like they seemed on the outside. But I was sure she knew as well as I did that there was much more to people than met the eye. And Jill and Pete, they had a little hell running in their veins. They were fine. I lied. There was no point in telling her they were spiteful, ugly people. I'd been with them for 12 hours, and I had already learned so much about them. Jill catered to Pete. He whistled when his plate was empty or when he needed a beer, and she would come scurrying over the yellowing shag carpet to do whatever he wanted. I went ahead and excused myself last night when he asked her for a blowy, as if their new foster daughter wasn't sitting 3 feet away. I couldn't complain too much, though. It beat the last foster home. And juvie. Anne gave me a warm smile, and I almost caught myself latching onto it for dear life. Shall we go in? Anne opened the clad door, and I realized I was holding my breath. Little black dots danced around my vision before I exhaled. The giant entryway was empty and smelled of cleaning supplies. The tile floor looked as if it belonged in some ornate gallery or museum. The ceilings were at least 20 feet high with large windows cut out, letting in the natural light. Pristine was the word that came to mind as I gazed into the large opening in front of me. Tall stone pillars were to the right of us, which I assumed, by the way Anne's heels were clacking in that direction, was the headmaster's office. A small part of me was excited. What a breath of fresh air it would be to go to a school that prepared you for college, offering classes like British literature and astronomy, instead of the mundane classes consisting of how to use the proper grammatical form of the words to, and to. It'd be a change of pace to be around students who weren't trying to get you to join their gang or selling drugs behind the graffiti-covered bathroom stalls during lunch. Not only did I have to watch my back at whatever home I was currently in, but I also had to watch myself at school, too. Once you were labeled the foster kid, a certain group emerged, and they tried their hardest to drag you under right with them. They thought you were just as broken as they were. And maybe I was. But that only made me run faster. Keep your head down, Haley. Keep to yourself, Haley. Don't make a fuss. Don't make eye contact. Keep your mouth shut. The times I had mentally told myself those lines were far too many. Anne cleared her throat as I tried to pull my skirt down. It was loose around my waist, so thankfully it came down another ½ inch. "Hello, I'm Anne Scova. I have a meeting with Headmaster Walton." A small, dainty, older woman peeked up from her rich, oak desk and pulled her glasses down to the tip of her tiny nose. "Yes, one moment, please." Anne looked over at me.